When I die, I want these burnt and mixed in with my ashes and spread over the beach. That's not true, but maybe, we'll see. What's going on? It's Chase Stokes, and these are my essentials. First essential I actually have on my wrist because it's an essential. This is one of Omega's new watches. This is the Seamaster, and it's got a beautiful blue face, rose gold. Omega has been so fantastic to me over the past couple press runs and allowing me to wear their pieces. So this is just one of the most beautiful watches I've seen in a long time. And I kind of like that the face matches the jacket yet again. Just a very timeless piece, and anytime you get to wear something that James Bond also wore, kind of makes you feel good inside. I'd kind of always been a fan of watches, but growing up in a not as, well-off home, it was kind of a far-fetched dream. And so as things sort of started to progress in my career, that was always sort of a staple piece that I wanted to have. It just always kind of brings a smile to my face. It's a reminder of the hard work that it's been over the past couple of years, and being able to take a step back and say, okay, you deserve something like this, or the value for the work that you've done with this show and with yourself and taking the risks that you have, it's nice to treat yourself. I don't know, man, you just put on a good watch and you feel good. It's like putting on a well-tailored suit. You put it on and you're like, not too bad, right? Next up, we got Tom Ford exfoliating scrub. And this is a lifesaver for me. So playing John B is great, but I naturally have a little bit of facial hair, so I have to wake up every morning and shave my face. And I use this probably twice a week, and it immediately brings my skin back to life. It helps me so much with small breakouts. I do have sensitive skin, so this is a go-to lifesaver. Thank you, Tom Ford. I'm very obsessed with this product. I'm gonna embarrass myself right now. Any beachgoer is gonna recognize this brand. This is Rainbow Sandals, and I've had these shoes since I was in 8th grade. They are my daily drivers. Yes, those are holes in the heel areas. The straps are basically gonna come off. If these things could talk, I probably wouldn't be able to sit here right now with all the trouble I've gotten in these shoes. So like John B, I've run from the cops in these. We'll just leave it at that. But great sandals, they're great for the beach. They're great for basically any occasion. Summer, I've worn them during winter months too. Call me crazy, it's fine. But they're just awesome sandals that obviously last a lifetime. And the best part about them actually is this company, if I wanted to right now, I could send them right back and they would send me a brand new pair. So super environmentally friendly. I'm a big fan. I actually have another pair, but I just stick with these bad boys. It's just one of those things that I don't think I'll ever be able to detach from unless somebody throws them in the trash, like my girlfriend or my mom, or my dog eats them. You never know. He likes to carry things. Okay, so I lost them actually when I first moved to LA. I was kind of bouncing back and forth between people's houses. I slept in my car for a little while. I remember I had tried to condense my entire life into my car, and I'd left like suitcases or a backpack at friends' houses, and that was one of the items. And I remember vividly having a panic attack because it was one thing that I had that was sort of a part of my life prior to the whole entertainment industry. So I don't remember where I found them or how I got them back, but it was borderline Face of Tears, which is super embarrassing because it's just a shoe that has holes and shouldn't be in my life anymore, but here we are. My next essential, these bad boys. Amiri sunglasses. I can't say enough about these. The clear lenses are kind of nostalgic. Amiri's just such a great brand. He's an American designer, just like a really cool story, LA-based dude. And all of his stuff is just so rad. So when I got my hands on these and just the way they fit my face, I just thought they were a little different, but different enough to fit my style. I kind of like to try new things all the time. And so, what's not to love? It is a blue tint, which ironically matches sort of this fantastic jacket. I do like a black frame. They just feel timeless, and they feel like you can just pair them with whatever you're wearing. And then with a tinted lens like this with the blue, it just, I don't know, I kind of feel like Iron Man, and it makes my stomach feel nice and warm. So, Iron Man, watch out, Robert Downey Jr. Might take your sunglasses too. Next essential, Le Labo oil diffuser, Santal 26, which is very similar to the 33, but I am a huge scent guy. I have literally been putting this in diffusers for maybe 2 years now since I figured it out, but I bring it with me everywhere. It's kind of one of those scents for me that reminds me of sort of a home base. And in the entertainment industry, we travel a lot, and being gone on location, you're trying to kind of make a home away from home. So scents for me are always something that bring me back to a specific moment in time. And this one, when I smell it, honestly, what it takes me back to is being on the water for some strange reason. And in Charleston, you're constantly surrounded by the marsh, so there's like a very specific scent. And I guess just because of where I was in life and sort of that transitional period, this was one of the first things where I wasn't buying, diffusing oils from Amazon, and I decided to splurge a little bit, which sounds ridiculous because it's just, an oil, but it's just been something that constantly puts me in a place of nostalgia. So Santal oil diffuser. It says I should get rid of it after 12 months, but I'm gonna keep it going. So my next essential is a moleskin journal. I'm a big journaler in my personal life for a number of reasons. I've struggled quite a bit with my anxiety and kind of coping with that. And one thing that I really connected with through that was poetry. What I learned through poetry is if you take the time to write it on your phone, you have the opportunity to delete everything, and you can kind of go back and erase words. And when you put it on paper, it lives forever. So you're kind of watching your mistakes and you're watching yourself grow, and you're able to kind of jot things down that are a little bit, again, nostalgic for whatever was going on in that time. I've gone through kind of a lot of ups and downs over the past couple years with, family members passing away and loss and a lot of the, accolades with the show and everything going on there. So to have a physical copy of reminding myself of the journey itself and not allowing social media to be a definitive factor of where I'm at and sort of level myself and feel grounded. That's kind of why I like to put it down on paper versus, jotting it in an iPhone note. I've probably got 15,000 different notebooks laying around. I like moleskins because the size of them is convenient, but I have ones that say like Chase's World Plans and like just random, like the yellow legal pads laying all over my house. I mean, I make daily notes because if I put it on my phone, then I'll just kind of swipe through it. So I'll even put to-do lists in my journal just because I always have it on me. So, yeah, it looks cool. This one's black. It's pretty sleek. I like it. This is called a Furminator. That is a must for any dog owner. It looks a little scary, but I have an 85-pound puppy, and he sheds a lot, like a lot. So this actually gets under the top layer of the coat and it pulls out all of that excess fur. So this is a lifesaver. I've prayed for it for a long time and I'm very thankful to have it in my life. I found Milo. He looks like a wolf. He's a German Shepherd Golden Retriever mix. He was from a farm in Pennsylvania and my mom and my girlfriend found him on Craigslist, and I was not really looking for a dog at the time. Lo and behold, I got bullied into it, and now I have an 85-pound, 1-year-old dog who basically controls everything that I do in my entire life. From the time I wake up till even when I'm asleep, I feel like he's still controlling my brain. So it's great. It's a good time-consuming activity. Shedding dog, big house, small house, you need this bad boy. One of the most essential items in anybody's list is headphones. But these were a gift from a lovely friend of mine, and they are the Berluti Bang Olufsen collab. And they are probably the coolest headphones I've ever seen in my entire life. They are noise canceling, which is super, super clutch, especially for travel. With work, we have been traveling quite a bit. We shot all through COVID, and having a good set of headphones when you're trying to get into character, having a good set of headphones when you're on the plane and you're trying to zone out. I've been big into Headspace on Netflix lately. I put these bad boys on, and literally the last, I think like 4 or 5 nights, I fell asleep on my couch with these headphones on, listening to Headspace, like totally trying to get my head clear. So I am absolutely obsessed with these bad boys. They're incredible. This is a Canon 90D with a Sigma 35mm lens. I got into photography probably about 4 or 5 years ago. I tried to kind of start with the entry-level cameras, and as I sort of got more and more into the workload with Outer Banks, all of our DPs, which is our director of photographies, I just loved picking their brains. So our director Jonas always lets me kind of shadow, and I sit next to him, and I've learned so much about it. So I just wanted to have a camera that I was able to snap moments, not just at work, but throughout life. It just felt like the right size. It wasn't too much of like a cinema camera. It, does great with like sort of the point and shoot stuff. It takes incredible images, and in Canon, I love the warm tones for them. So I think this is my second 90D because I broke the other one. Dropped it in the water. Oops. But this lens, Sigma, is just incredible. And then this strap was actually a gift from Maddie. So it's kind of a cute little reminder of my lovely girlfriend. You know, I love to hate jump ropes, if I'm being completely honest. It's one of the best forms of cardio. You can do it in a relatively small place. Sometimes you gotta make it work. So through COVID, you know, we didn't have gyms and we had to get really creative with our workouts and obviously doing a lot of the physical activities myself. I have a wonderful stunt double named Cole, but I still try to do as much as I humanly can. So for me, staying in the best shape that I can and matching my diet with my fitness is incredibly important because we don't have a small shoot window. We shoot for over half the year. This season in particular, we were in Barbados, which was on basically a full lockdown while we were there. So having some form of physical activity when you're essentially locked in a hotel room when you're not shooting is super, super crucial. So this bad boy has served me well and has left a lot of welt marks on my arms and my shins and my feet as well. So I love to hate that thing. That's my 10 essentials. These are the things I keep with me. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.